So we are on day 5 since this arachnoiditis flare exploded, and I often use the word exploded to doctors because what I experience is before I flare. So I've been through quite a number of months now, probably about 4-5 months of much more steady symptoms, and for at least the last 3 months I was up on average about 10 to 12 hours a day. I was walking for miles a day. I would probably on average walk for 2 or 3 hours a day over 2 to 4 walks, because walking is one of the best ways to control symptoms. But over the past 2 to 3 weeks, I would say what happens is I have times of things coming in for a day or part of a day, and and symptoms kind of coming back a bit more aggressively, but then they go away again, and so I have a bad day or a bad couple of days, and then I go back to my kind of baseline. But when I talk about things exploding, so it exploded Thursday afternoon. I went from Thursday morning, I did normal things, I went to the shops, I walked to the the GP's pharmacy to pick up my prescription, which is probably a couple of miles, and back up the hill. But by then things were getting harder, and just feeling a lot more pain. And the problem is this time I had not been able to walk because of the snow for 3 days. It's too much risk for me to walk outside apart from a small patch in my garden. So that didn't help matters. So I kind of walked back from the pharmacy and up the hill, and I could just feel the strength in my legs going. And that afternoon, everything exploded and my legs stopped working, and I just couldn't be upright for more than kind of 20 minutes. And by Friday morning, I was back to mainly being in bed, and everything kicked off. My speech, had gone. Just everything was awful. And that's when I began to increase the medication, which has stabilized me a bit, but it's not stopping the progression kind of in my spine. So the new symptom I want to tell you about today is something new for me, and I've heard it described that arachnoiditis sufferers can feel like they're walking on sand, like there's sand in their socks. And since yesterday and today, that's a new thing. Like it feels like I've got sand in my socks. Like it's a really weird sensation. So rather than when it was bad in the summer, this kind of in my feet, it was a real prickly pins in. It's kind of like sand. So that's interesting. The other thing I want to try and show you later is me trying to walk up the stairs, because once I've been up for a bit, and I've just been up and kind of walking back and forth on our patio, trying to get up the stairs is a real challenge, because of the weakness in my legs. I have to kind of pull myself back to bed, but I will try and show you that later. Trying to get up the stairs after a walk. Oh This pain is the worst pain. Everything it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. In my back and my legs and my feet. It's just bad. I tried to walk and it doesn't work. It's just bad. It's just so much pain.